The 5 most devastating airsoft headshots. Let's go.
Snipers are the subject of myths, legends, and Hollywood melodrama. The best in the game are masters of stealth, concealment, and precision shooting.
Now, how would airsoft translate? Does it translate at all? We've seen the video about the guy, the Japanese man who comes over, gets trained by T-Rex arms. Had some pretty good practice coming in. He picked up a regular weapon. Well, I think sniping could be a better area. Now, the kicker with snipers, I've talked to many, is going to be the stalk, the waiting, the hurry up and wait, patience, right? These guys are going to have to learn somewhat the ballistics of the airsoft round, you know, how it flies through the air, how wind affects it. I don't know how long the shots are. Seems a little bit more realistic than the CQB bust the door down. We have no fear at all.
But when it comes to taking an enemy down, the holy grail of sniping is the headshot. It's the most difficult shot to achieve, the smallest target, but when they hit, it is the most effective way of neutralising the opponent. In airsoft, they are impossible to ignore, and if they are not seen coming, can leave the enemy player dazed and confused as they walk back to their regen.
The best part about the airsoft snipers, we'll call it, or headshots, you really can't tell where the round's coming from. Even a rifle with a suppressor on it, you can hear it, right? A 300 Win Mag with suppressor, you can hear it. There's still going to be a flash. Now, not the same, but I think you'd really not be able to tell where this was coming from. So that's going to help the sniper in this case out a lot. Looks like most of these are in the woods. The ghillie suits, you know, from what I'm seeing, I'm no expert, but look like they're pretty squared away.
Skullcracker. Revered by marksmen, feared by opponents. Headshots divide the airsoft community, and with the emergence of a woke airsoft justice warrior aggressively pushing their progressive morals and calling for them to be.
Now that guy has no eye protection on and got shot right in the cheek. You're going to have, most of these people don't. I think the one guy has sunglasses. You're going to be running around, you got an airsoft. I'm not a bicycle helmet guy, but I sure as shit am going to wear some sort of glasses, some eye pro, because these snipers, you may get hit right in the eyeball. Game over.
And they remain a controversial subject. And with so many great takedowns this year, it's been hard to narrow it down. Oh. But welcome to my...
Right in his ear hole. You know, it is funny to watch these because people have no idea it's coming. You know, with these snipers, headshots, guys sitting there. I don't know how many feet away we're talking, or meters. Now, if it's 100 meters, 200 meters, saying it's a sniper, quote unquote, shot, that's not that far for anybody to shoot, even with a 22 long rifle. Now, if we're getting out to 300, 400, either way, you're going to learn some marksmanship from it. Because that round is going to drop. Wind's going to affect it. You know, how your scope set up, how to do mil dots. That's all going to make a difference. If you study it, you could learn something from this, is my point.
5 most savage headshots of 2019.
I'm going to say this, and a lot of people are not going to like it. If they see your head first, even if they aim for your chest, even if they aim for your waist, not necessarily being shot on purpose. Be aware, there's nothing
Unless it's on Smithy.
You
can shoot me in the head, Smithy.
What you want through airsoft.
Right, let's get things underway. In at number 5, and taking place at one of my favourite fields in the UK, Reforger Airsoft. This one I'm calling the stiff upper lip.
I mean, he's got his ghillie suit decked out. You know, it's not really vegged out for the spot. I don't know how much you can go there in advance and pull natural vegetation from the area, put on your ghillie suit. But he's geared up, and that would make a difference. Now, when the guys are all kitted out, patches and shit on, kind of silly. But if you're going to be the sniper, I don't know how it works, but if on the team, the sniper element, and ideally a machine gun element you'd see, comes into play, they could be a very useful tool. I suspect there's no machine gun elements. We'll leave that out of the equation. I think he just swallowed that round. It may have bounced off, but he was pretty close to swallowing that one.
Next up, and featuring 3 boomers in a row. This makes it in because it teaches an important lesson. Always take responsibility for your own protection and do not buy cheap Chinese masks off eBay. In at number 4 is the Goggle Smasher.
Tell you what, they don't have a lot of drop with these things. The round, again, I don't know the distance he's shooting at, what kind of scope he's got. These guys are just taking them out, and you really can't hear a thing. You're not going to have a clue where this guy's coming from. I like this part of the airsoft. It would make it fun, like hide and seek, right? You're the one they're seeking. Oh. I can't tell if it knocked his iPro off or what. Must have got whacked pretty good.
Oof, the player was very lucky to get away with that one. Right, let's move on. And a kill that was a close contender for top spots and featuring a special breed of airsofter who likes to wear face protection hanging around his neck and then complains about getting shot in the head. A headshot so savage that it caused this bearded gender neutral cheater to complain so much about it after I turned him into a thumbnail that the field banned me for sending my heavy balls into his chops. In at number 3 is the beta male snowflake.
Total hipster. He's got the beard. He thinks he's going to look like a Delta guy or SEAL Team 6. Could be a cool guy, but he looks like a hipster. He's playing airsoft with the beard. Oh. I mean, if you can take a headshot, that means you may get hit in the eye. No one's accurate enough to say, well, I was aiming for his temple, but I missed and hit his eye. You're just aiming for the head, right? This guy sounds like a whiner already. Just not fair. Wah.
I come here for a fucking shootout, right? A proper shootout with some proper men. Which, this lot of fucking nonsense to a man. They're fucking nonsense. Get out of your fucking way. Go on, get out. Go on, fuck off. Call yourself a fucking gangster. A shootout, right, is a fucking shootout!
Oh, this guy. The slow motion's great. He winces as he gets whacked right into his mustache.
Wankers!
Oh dear. In at number 2 now, and for the most of 2019, these were my number 1 headshots from a milsim in Spain. This one occurred at the end of a long stalk as I ambushed a large enemy patrol. Shooting conditions were perfect, and the flight time and holdover of these shots puts the distance at around 90 to 95 metres. Not just one hit to the dome, but 2 in a row on 2 different targets.
So they're pretty close. I don't know how far you could actually get with an airsoft rifle and be effective. Not necessarily for the feet per second of it, but more the wind. It's such a light projectile, the thing would go all over the place.
one is called the Spanish takedown.
That fat one. I can't tell if these other guys just wandering around looking for the other teams to whack. There's a patrol set up, just kind of meandering around looking to get shot, especially by a sniper in this case. Here we go. Good night now. That guy falls to the ground like he received a 308 to the cheek, right? A 7.62 to the cheek. He just drops like rocks. Classic.
Having well and truly gotten the attention of the enemy team, at the very least delaying them from reaching their objective, I used the power of my new KMCS ghillie suit to slip away into the undergrowth. That brings us on to the top spot, and it's the winner not because of any long-range accuracy. This kill was an accident, it was never meant to happen, but this gets the top spot because of the player.
I think this guy, check out his channel in the description, he should do voiceovers. He's got a good voice for it. Like, he brings in the inflection like he's interested in the topic. I enjoy it listening to this guy.
Who took it, taking not just one shot but 200 to the face. This airsofter just laughed it off, shook my hand and got back in the game looking for revenge. Now
that's what you do, right? You get hit. Let's say it's in football practice. It's a scrimmage against the other side, the starting side, we'll call it. And you get walloped by your best friend. You go, wow, that was a good one. You bring it back. You don't make a big deal out of it. I guess in airsoft, you don't know each other. That's probably part of the problem. Like for the group of guys that know each other, like, oh, that's old Joe. You know how he is. Or Joe's blind as a bat or drunk, can't hit shit. So he hit me in the eyeball. These things happen with guns, right?
Number one, and dedicated to an awesome chap in Austria, this is the Airsoft Dude.
Airsoft Dude.
Oh, mate, you alright? Oh,
he got caught right in the lips. I don't even think he just turned the corner. It seems like he saw maybe he's going to shoot. Seems like the thing's fully auto. Maybe just has a real fast recycle rate. I don't know. That was quick. Hear that zip.
oh. You okay?
You know, that's what the fun of it, right? He probably got his adrenaline going. So the guy who did the shooting, adrenaline's fired up. The guy who got whacked with the airsoft pellets, he's fired up. And, you know, you pay attention next time. You're behind this bus is cover. Maybe you're looking around the corner, and stuff happens. Things go bad, as you see. In his case, shot right in the mouth a dozen times. For you guys that play airsoft, if you have a good sniper, how effective is he on the team? Have you ever been whacked right in the face like in this video? Let me know in the comments.